Alright, and welcome to this video. In this video I'm going to show you how you can automatically scrape websites in Google, and not through Google Maps. No, with this workflow you'll be able to scrape search results through a query, like I've shown here. From there on out, the Firecrawl, I'll later dive deeper into the workflow, no worries. But Firecrawl scrapes the internet. It finds all the URLs that are ranking for this query. From there on out, you'll get an output in a results sheet. And this results sheet, it will loop over all the results that Firecrawl has outputted. And all these results, just a second here. Yeah, wow, beautiful. We'll get, oh yeah, here you can already see, here there are already email addresses in there. Now we'll have the second check, and the second check will see if there is a better email to find. So it will start right now. It will extract all the information, it will update the row, it will wait a couple of seconds and run again for all the results. And after that, when it outputs only contact pages, because that is what the second workflow does, you'll be able to scrape the contact pages with this third workflow. So I'm just gonna let it run for one. Here, look, nil, but it has outputted their contact page. Alright, and as you can see, here is the email address, but it didn't find it. So with the third workflow, it will eventually find it, but you already have the contact page. So with a little manual action, you'll be able to get this email yourself. So I'm going to dive into the workflow right now. Let me just wait until it finishes up a couple more, and you can see, yeah, it just runs automatically, man. You don't have to do anything. So here, look, it didn't find it again, but it still outputs the contact page, and that's where the third, on the third workflow it will 100% find it. So if you would like to see the third workflow, you need to wait up until this all is finished. So let's dive into the workflow. So here you have a schedule trigger. It will trigger every 5 minutes, and it checks this row to see if this sheet, I call it queries. If there's text in here, like true, what will happen is it will output nothing. Alright, so when I'm done with this, I just put in true. Alright, so what it does, it goes through Firecrawl. And if you don't know how to set up Firecrawl credentials, you can head over to my to the links in the description down below, and there it will show you a link to my website, nibble.com. Don't forget to look at my website if you want to buy the SEO blueprint. Buy the SEO blueprint, it's very great value. It's like a lot of hours of SEO knowledge in for only $49. So help a small creator out. But here under the YouTube tab, you will find how to set up your credentials. And if you're too lazy, I'm just going to show it to you quickly. Head over to Firecrawl. You just head over to Playground. You go to Search. Here I'm going to press Options. The search query, you keep it empty. HTML cleaned. The location is where you want to have the location. As I'm searching the Netherlands. Then I want to have a full page screenshot. I'm going to get the code, get the C-curl, copy this. And then in here, import C-curl, you paste it in here and you import it. The only thing you need to change then is because it outputs here. Look, now it outputs nothing. If I remove the true here, it will output here the true query. And I'm going to execute this step. Oh, that's pretty retarded, so I'm going to stop this quickly. The only thing you need to do is you're going to add the query into here. And you can change the limit to whatever you would like to have. I have it done on 100. So that's my thing, and you can even change the location in here. From there on out, you put a split out node, show data. This just cleans up the data better. Here, show data, so you can give this to the code node. This just limits the code to 49,000 characters. That's because Google Sheets doesn't accept more than 49,000 characters. and it already does the first filtration to find the email address. But I found out that this wasn't too accurate, and it still left me with too much manual work. So after this first workflow, that it gives you all this information in here, all this data. Look, you run the second workflow to see if you can find any leftovers, and this is actually the setup for the third workflow, because look, here it gives all the email addresses. So that's the beautiful thing. If it doesn't find on the first workflow, the second workflow provides the right information for the third workflow to still find the email address, and that's just lovely, man. That's literally lovely. So what the second workflow does here, it's a manual trigger, but you can change this on a Telegram trigger or whatever you want. So it gets the row in the sheet, email scraping, gets the results. So that's from here. And these are the column names: timestamp, query, domain, contact URL, email source URL, HTTP status, run ID, and nodes. And what it does is you connect your spreadsheet credentials. Also, if you don't know, just head over to my website and look on, find the Google Sheet blog article or the link. It will be linked down below. Then what it does, this is the first, this just sends it to the Google Sheet on the first node. So here you can see, I add timestamp. You do this bracket $, now. I got this from Sam Automation. If you don't know what Sam Automation is, it's one of the best creators in the automation niche. Here, go get him to 1,000 subscribers. Don't forget to subscribe to him and support a fellow creator. So, and here you just map all the data that you get from here, alright? So let me just map this for you. So when the code node has executed it all, this is red because you need to unpin the node HTTP request, but you just drag these. This is now, I just show you how you can do that. The query is from here on out. Here's the query, so you can map it to that. Here's the domain name, is JSON.URL. The contact URL is if it's found the URL. So these snippets will be available with the code, and the code is on my website in the related article to this video. So down here you have the found email, JSON found email. You can just copy these if you use my columns. So here you have the JSON URL. It's the same with the domain. Here's the HTTP status. That's the cleaned markdown. That's this this here. And you have the nodes. The nodes is just a screenshot that's the Firecross taken. So that here it is, screenshot. And minimize API calls. So that's the first workflow that gets a lot done. Oh look, the second workflow has already found one email, so it saves a bit of time. Now the second workflow, it just gets the data, and from the results, it starts with a loop, so it loops one by one. Then if the run ID is empty, so meaning there hasn't been a single run. If the contact URL is empty, so there hasn't been an email found. And if the email is empty, so no email found, just for a second redundant option, then it runs. I limit it to one by one. A HTTP request is totally free through Jirna. Just create an account. And here you need to copy this bearer token. And you paste this in here with the bearer, but don't copy this second part, these apostrophes, I think. Don't copy these. You put here the Jirna.ai URL. That's this one. And you copy the example as well, but for the example you just paste your dynamic JSON domain. That's the same domain that you just scraped in here, so that will be this thing right here. That's the authorization done. Then that's the HTTP request. This is the information extractor. Here you have the JSON file, so it can extract the emails and give you the right output. So here is the input schema and the checks, and here's the system prompt. Here it is. So contact page URL, email, support with nil, if no contact links found, HTML, and then it maps the right contact page for the model I'm using. I'm using DeepSeek R1 Free. It works like a charm. it works beautiful. And then it adds this information and mapped. So mapped, limit item, JSON domain, JSON output URL. Here's the email, if it's found the email. Here's the contact page, the time now, and the is row is so you can later even map it if you want to. And it just updates the row page. The amount of rows. And that's that actually. And for the third part, it's pretty simple. What you just do is, when you're done and you've added these, so you can do two things actually. You can, let me just remove this. Copy this quickly. Let me just do this quickly in here. So here we have the contact page. And what you just do is, you copy the source URLs of all the contact pages that are found. Here you paste under domain. It was domain, right? That it scrapes, yeah. So timestamp. Let me just make this easy for you, like this. Here. Only thing you change is the contact URL. You make this empty, of course. The source URL, you remove this, of course. You paste this into contact URL or the domain. Let me just check quickly in the workflow. So what it does, it goes, now let me put it to contact page. Execute step. Loop of items if the run ID is empty. So let me check quickly. The run ID is empty, yes. The contact URL is empty. Alright, so this means that this needs to be empty, and here under the domain you put the contact URLs, and under email it's empty, yes, then it starts. You limit it to 1, it does the HTTP request to the contact URL, it extracts it, and now let me just append or update the row in here under contact page. Let me just see this quickly. Page now. I think this should work. Let me just run it once. This also goes a bit quicker because it's pretty easy to find the email address on the contact page. Let me just see what it outputs. Because I just do this part manually because I always like to have a little bit of control of my outreach. But if you're working at scale, I can understand that this is like a must for you. But you can see it's pretty easy to just change things up a little bit to your liking and what you prefer on your automation. Yeah, so here it is. It's yeah, beautiful, man. It just puts out the email. It just puts out the email on the right sheet, and here it goes further with this one. It's also working on this one. So yeah, that's it, man. And from here now, you can just scrape these email addresses from every single website. This tutorial, I haven't found anything like this online. So if you're using this and if you want the free template, you should just send me a screenshot that you're subscribed, and I'll send you the template. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments down below. I would really like to help you out. If you would like to work with me, head over to my website. Look at this, man. And go to work with me, or send me a WhatsApp on this number. Book a free 15-minute call. If you have any questions, let me know. You can press here to work with me. Beautiful. If you have any questions, let me know. If you would like me to do your SEO, also hit me up. I'm actually an SEO guy. And yeah, that's it for now. All the resources are on my website. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day, evening, or night wherever you are, and talk to you soon. Bye for now.